as you just make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, wherever you're listening right now. Perhaps seated at a desk, reclining on a favorite chair, or simply resting after a long day. You might notice the ordinary sensations around you. Maybe there's a subtle feeling in the air, a gentle light filtering through, or just the awareness of your own presence in this space. As you rest here, it's a little bit like standing in a wide field at dusk, noticing how the horizon seems to softly expand the longer you look at it, opening up space to breathe, to reflect. And as you allow yourself to just settle in, some part of you can invite a gentle sense of curiosity about where this journey might take you today. And as you continue with each easy breath, you might find a sense of comfort in the way the field changes with the fading light. Shadows blending slowly, colors deepening, the air cooling around you. And just imagine how each breath you take carries you further inwards, like someone strolling deeper into that open space, feeling the thick grass beneath your feet, the sounds of the world softening behind you. And you may notice with each breath out how your awareness can naturally drift, moving further from distractions as your focus narrows in the fading light, tuning into the subtle textures and shifting shapes as dusk unfolds. And you know, sometimes people spend so much energy scanning the horizon for the next destination, the next mountain to climb, that they overlook the quiet beauty of where they already stand. In that open field, if you pause for a moment, you might realize how each step you've ever taken has helped shape the very ground beneath you, making it softer, more familiar with every journey. And just as the earth never judges the pace of a traveller, neither does it compare the smallest flower to the tallest tree. It simply holds space for them all to thrive in their own way, at their own time. And you may have noticed that successes, both large and small, often go unrecognized, like wildflowers growing quietly at the edge of that field, easily missed unless you stop and look. And it's funny how the mind sometimes wants to doubt the worth of small victories, as if only the spectacular deserves applause, when in reality, it's these very moments, each flower, each gentle step, that gives the journey its richness. And so, perhaps, just for a while, you allow yourself to notice the paths you've already walked, the gentle slopes you've overcome, and the way you've adapted to different seasons, sometimes braving storms, and other times basking in the sunlight. And there might be a memory or a sense, or simply a quiet recognition of the milestones tucked away along your route. Moments when you chose persistence or kindness, or simply dared to begin. And it's okay if not every success felt momentous at the time. Real growth is quiet, rooting itself deep until one day something blooms without fanfare. And if you find your focus slipping to what remains undone, perhaps you can shift your attention to what you've nurtured, what's already taken root and grown. And just imagine for a moment pausing and sitting in the grass and surveying the path behind you. As the light shifts, new details become visible, highlights warming the memory of efforts sometimes forgotten. And you may wonder how often you've overlooked your own resilience, passing it by like a familiar tree, always present, yet uncelebrated. And as the field settles into twilight, there's a particular pleasure in letting yourself feel proud of how far you've come, even if outward recognition has been rare. The field remains, after all, a tapestry of every journey, each detour, every unexpected bloom. And so too are you. And maybe, from this point, it becomes easier to see the value in every success, no matter its size. So let this be a time when you give yourself permission to celebrate, not out of arrogance, but as a natural honoring of your inner landscape, knowing that just like the field in the evening light, each part of your journey is part of what makes you whole. The wind may continue to whisper, and the stars may soon appear, each marking a moment of light amidst the dark. And now, as the evening deepens and the world grows still, you can notice how these feelings of appreciation begin to weave themselves into your mindset, ready to be rediscovered whenever you glance back or move forward with intention. And with your next breath, you might find a gentle energy returning, like the first cool breeze after a warm day, bringing clarity and a sense of renewal. You can remember the sensation of being supported both by the earth and by the strengths you already possess. And as your awareness returns to the room, some part of you can bring back what's most helpful, feeling refreshed and a little lighter. And if your eyes have drifted closed, you might feel them wanting to open, taking in the colors and shapes around you, reconnecting with the present moment, while carrying that sense of accomplishment forward into the rest of your day. And in the days ahead, you'll catch yourself noticing your achievements, large and small, just as someone might spot a wildflower in passing and smile. And when that happens, you can pause to feel genuine pride, letting that warm appreciation quietly encourage you to continue. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, you've already done more than you realize, and each step deserves its own recognition. And if you'd like to explore more experiences like this, you're welcome to join me again whenever you wish. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.